Hey Insiders, Daniel Pickett here with another one of Julius's Jumbo Corner. We're looking at another one of the great Gentle Giant Diamond Select Toys Jumbo Star Wars figures, a line that I've loved for many years. And this is the next, this is actually the second in the series, taking a closer look at some of these guys. So this is the General Lando Calrissian General Pilot. He was a Power of the Force figure back in 1986, which was the tail end of the Kenner stuff. You can see he's got Power of the Force logo up there. He's got the real metal coin, which is awesome. And General Lando with his cape and his gun. So Gentle Giant has done a good job replicating the card. The bubble's a little tall on this one. Up here you can see it rides a little high. It's easier to see in person, but the bubble kind of comes above the racetrack here. I don't know if they used a taller existing outer bubble from someone like, I don't know, the Royal Guard or something like that. He's a little tall. I guess he's kind of big on both sides, which is fine, but just something of note. Again, it displays really well from the front. You can see just a great, really solid paint job on this one. His weapon is there, his cape. He's got a little bit of Velcro there to help hold the cape on. Let's take a look at the back. All right, sorry for the glare there on the top. I apologize for that. That's just my light box, so that happens a little bit. But you can see they've got a display of about 60 figures. There are some duplicates on the back of the card. You have two Boba Fett's. You have Orange Snake Yoda, Brown Snake Yoda. You've got Vinyl Cape Jawa and Cloth Cape Jawa. So there's a couple of repeats on there. They also have Blue Snaggletooth. Overall, they've got, I think they've done, I don't know, it's upwards of 80, 90 releases, if you include all the Boba Fett's and Brown Hair Luke and some of that different stuff. Are there both Lukes on there? No. Just the light-haired Luke, which is fine. So yeah, if you're a collector of these like I am, there's two different carded versions of the Gamorrean Guard. There's two different carded versions of Yak Face, one with the coin, one with Tri logo. So there's some different variants like that. So they definitely have done more than 60, but right here they're kind of showing 60 unique iterations of characters. So that's great. I love it. Down here at the bottom, you can see a tease of an upcoming one. They're doing some of them that are sort of outside of the original Kenner ones, which is fine. I love it. I have that guy on pre-order. We've got a Mandalorian in his Beskar armor. So as I mentioned, he's a Premier Guild exclusive for 2020, meaning you had to be a member of the Premier Guild to be able to order this figure. And the Premier Guild has been pretty good about keeping this line alive, I feel like. And a lot of the Premier Guild exclusives have actually been Kenner figures and not some of the newer figures that they have introduced in the line. They're doing Darth Maul, they're doing some Mandalorians, they're doing Tarkin, they're doing some Ralph McQuarrie versions of things. So it's been really nice that I think this year's Premier Guild gift is kind of a what if. It's Han Solo as a Stormtrooper, which I'm still okay with. That was a figure that should have been in Power of the Force. It's kind of a crime that it wasn't. So I love that they are making that version of him too. I don't have my Kenner version of this figure out. I've moved recently and he's kind of packed away. But what I do have, which is cheating slightly, is I have a custom of the Kenner figure. It's been repainted so to sort of more match his costume in the movie. You can see, this is accurate to the Kenner figure, but if you look over here at the picture, he had a blue cape, he had blue pants, he had a stripe on his pants, he had more of a lighter brown holster. So this is a custom figure. It's the old Kenner figure just repainted and with a different cape. So he looks more like his actual accurate movie costume. So you can again see giant jumbo 12-inch figure, and here's a 3 3/4 inch figure. So let's open him up. Let's look at the coin and see what's what. Okay, so I got him open, and it's interesting to note they've made kind of a change I'm noticing here from some of the previous releases. Originally, with these guys, they were, you can open the card and take him out and replace him if you want, but it used to have those little metal plastic coated twist ties. Now they have these kind of rubbery things on here, You know, they've got 4 of them on there. So you might have to cut those or pop them in order to get him out, which means you can't just kind of twist tie him back in. And that's a little bit of a change from previous figures. Just want to be worth noting if you do open your figures and have the hope of putting them back in the card. Just of note. Okay, so here's General Lando open in all his glory. You can see, I mean, it's a really big, full cape. It will sort of wrap around him all the way, which is great. And again, he had that kind of cape on the Kenner figure. Here is his weapon. I'll hold it off the side there so you can see it. It's the same sort of blaster that Luke Jedi comes with. Right there. And I love all the Power of the Force versions of these guys because I love these giant, hefty coins. I mean, this is a heavy metal coin. You can see Lando Calrissian, Rebel General. It's got the whole description there on the back. And you can see, like, I don't have any of my Power of the Force coins, but this is, you know, one of the recent Hasbro Droids coins. So you can see big coin, little coin. So much more significant and very heavy and awesome. So let's see here. We'll put little Lando next to big Lando here. Let me get little Lando's weapon of choice also. So you can see tiny and gigantic. Tiny and gigantic. Again, he has the standard 5 points of articulation like you would expect from a Kenner figure of that era. You know, painted all the way around. Really nice. Great paint on the face. Let's see, let's put his weapon in his hand. So he's ready for action. So, now that we have this guy, man, oh man, do I want Nien Nunb to go with him. I think they would look so great standing next to each other. We still have quite a few Return of the Jedi era figures that I think would make great jumbos. We still do not have the main cast in their indoor outfits. We don't have Indoor Han, Indoor Luke, or Indoor Leia. I think those are big missings in the line right now. I think Nien Nunb would do really, really well. You know, I mean, I don't think they'll go so far as Prune Face. Maybe they will. I hope they will. But for right now, I think, you know, having Nien Nunb to sit, you know, beside Lando as his co-pilot, I think that would be totally, totally awesome. So that's my vote for Premier Guild gift next year. I'll just throw my hat in that ring. Or the next year. I'm sure they've probably... New Premier Guild goes on sale in July, which is coming right up. So I'm sure they've already chosen what it will be this time around. So for next time, or maybe just sometime in next year, I'd love to have Nien Nunb. I think that would be super awesome to go with my General Lando. So again, you're not going to be able to get this guy in the direct market right now because, again, like I said, he is a Premier Guild gift. But the great thing about the Premier Guild, I highly recommend you joining, especially if you're a jumbo collector, because if you join in that middle tier, that silver tier, you basically you're paying for your jumbo. It's like $100 or whatever. And you get this jumbo, and then you get a bunch of coupons for the rest of the year so that you can order your other jumbos with discounts. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I like it. I can't wait to add this guy to my jumbo shelf. So thank you very much to Gentle Giant and Diamond Select for sending this guy over so we can have a look at him. This is General Lando, the 2020 Premier Guild gift with coin from the Power of the Force Star Wars Jumbo line. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, share the video. If you have any other jumbo friends out there, that sounds terrible. Jumbo friends? Friends of, you know, fans of this line. Or if you have jumbo friends too, maybe they'll like this. Maybe they're like giants and these would be regular action figures to them. I don't know. I'm not going to judge your friends. That's not for me to do. So make sure you pass this along and let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what jumbo you would love to see next that they do. Who have you been waiting for? Who do you think is a long shot? Who do you think is a slam dunk? Let us know. Let's talk jumbos. I don't think there's enough talk about this line. I love it so much, and I'd love to talk to more fans about it. that's why I'm doing these videos, to get word out there. So you got an email this week showing that the Macquarie Concept Vader Jumbo is shipping to comic shops this week. So if you have that guy on pre-order, probably through Gentle Giant or Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, or any of your local comic shops, he should be arriving pretty soon. So be on the lookout for him. I can't wait to get him and take a look at him, because that's kind of one of the first real characters that never was a Kenner figure, apart from like Boba Fett repaints and things like that they have made. So he's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that. So again, thank you much for watching, and we'll be back with lots more toy talk on actionfigureinsider.com.